Hi everybody, welcome. It's Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, so it's time for Stamping with Denise. Welcome. I hope everybody has had a nice start to their week and had a great weekend. I did. I spent the weekend with other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, and I always find that very energizing. So got to catch up with some friends I haven't seen, actually, some of them in a couple of years. So it was nice to see some old friends that I hadn't seen for a while. Let's give just a second for people to find us. Okay, a little bit of business housekeeping. If you like my video, please hit the like button, hit the share button, and if you share, please comment share down below in the comments, and you'll get a chance to to win the project I'm working on tonight. If you're watching on YouTube, please click the subscribe button and then hit the little bell, and they'll notify you whenever I load up a new video, which is most every week I do a new video. Actually, we're getting close to hitting a landmark. Let's see. This week's video, I have to check, is number 149. Next week is number 150, so I don't know. I need to come up with some ideas. I'm open to something. What should I do for my 150th video, huh? Okay. So last week, if you recall, I made 2 projects, and the focus was using your designer series paper. I made this cute little 3D project, perfect for a small gift, some cookies, some candy, things like that in the holidays. And then I used this accordion fold, or used the designer series paper to make this accordion fold card. And the winner of this card is Karen Thomas. Karen shared my video and commented shared. So thank you, everybody. Karen, I'll get that card out to you soon. And let's go ahead and get started. I think I'll change the view down to my hands and we'll hit it. Okay, so tonight I'm going to be using the Stars Are Shining bundle, and I wanted to come up with something that was a little bit different, non-traditional Christmas colors. So here I have, let's see, this is Mary Merlot and Blushing Bride. Okay, and you can see right here this metallic paper. This is also the gold and rose gold metallic specialty paper. Let me find it here. You recall I used the gold a couple of weeks ago when I was making the card with the snowflake on it. So I wanted to use the rose gold because I hadn't used that. And it's funny, so I was going with some pinks and things like that, and it kind of doesn't look as rose gold. I suppose it would probably look different if I had the yellow gold in there. Oh yeah, see, that would not look good. So the rose gold is not as pronounced based on the colors I used on the card, but you can see it's very definitely a yellow gold and a rose gold. So this is the gold and rose gold 6x6 metallic specialty paper. You get 8 sheets. This is 6x6. So essentially it's like getting a 12x12 of each sheet, which is quite a bit. So I love the texture on it. It's got a kind of a, I don't know if you can hear it, kind of a rough texture, but it's soft at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but I really do like this paper. So check that out. It's toward the back of the annual catalog, probably maybe under basics. I'm not sure exactly. So tonight's bundle I'm using is the Stars Are Shining, which includes the Stars Are Shining stamp set and the Starlit punch. Okay, so we will go ahead and get started and start putting our card together. So start out with Mary Merlot. For my base, this is 8.5 by 5.5. Fold it in half. Okay, let me get my bone folder so that I can. There we go. Good. Put that off to the side for now. This is the piece that's going to go on the front. Let's see here. You know what? We'll go ahead and we'll start. You know, we'll do the stamping before we do the die cutting. Okay. So what I did on this background is I took this stamp out of the stamp set. I used Merlot ink, but I stamped off, and I'll show you what that means here in just a little bit. Let me show you here. I'm gonna put this on here. Let's get organized here. Put that out of my way. You know, I'm gonna get my bigger mat. I think I'm gonna get a bigger piece of scratch paper too. Okay, fold this in half. This will be perfect. You know, because this is a photopolymer stamp, it doesn't have the rubbery cushion on it like the rubber stamps do. So it's nice to have something underneath for stamping. Okay. So let's get started. I have my Merlot ink. This is not a color I use very often, but decided to pull it out. So we're going to ink up. I'm going to stamp off. We're going to start out right up here. So you can see I get that's the full strength. That's what I would call half strength. So it just makes it not quite as bold. Just trying to kind of stagger the design. Whoops. Put that on here. Put some of that right there maybe. Put that there. And that looks just fine. Okay. And as long as I'm stamping, I'm going to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. The Be Merry and Bright. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp off so it's a little lighter. Put that right smack in the middle. Oops. I'm going to try that again. There we go. This strip, I believe, is a 1/2 inch wide. Yes. Okay. So that's good. And that's really... No, it's not all the stamping. One more thing to stamp here. Where's my piece of... Oh, here it is, right here. I'm going to stamp these stars. I'm going to stamp them full strength. And when you're doing one like this that lines up with your punch, you want to orient it, if you can, the same way your punch goes, so it'll be really easy, and you'll see what I mean here in just a minute. So, again, not the... There we go. Okay. Oh. There's the other little star. I had another one of these tiny, tiny little stars that punched out, and I was looking for it last night and couldn't find it. Okay, let's move this out of the way. I am going to punch this out, and you'll see why I talked about making sure it was lined up. So there you go, how simple that is to line those up. There we go. Put this ink away before I get it on something I don't want it on. So I have some of these stars here that we're going to use. We're not going to use this little bitty one. So, and you'll notice I stamped those full strength. Those were not stamped off. Okay, put that out of the way there. Okay. Oops. We're going to use the punch one more time. So the next thing we're going to do is want to punch our circle with the stars in it. Now, this is a 3x3 piece of that specialty paper, and it's going to go, we're going to die cut it in a circle to match. So you want to put your punch kind of in the middle. You'll see. There we go. Don't need those. And what we're going to do is we're going to use one of the circles from the layering circles. This one is how big? This one's about 3 inches. So we're going to put this on here. And you really don't want to cut your circle out before you punch it, because it's hard to put the circle in your punch to punch it out. It's much easier when you've kind of got a handle to hold on to, for lack of a better word. Pulling out my mini Stampin' Emboss machine. Just perfect for here on my desk and on my videos. Okay, so you can see I want to get this kind of centered in there. Okay, perfect. There we go. We're going to give that a try, see how that works. See if I've got that set just right. Okay, beautiful. I was concerned I wasn't going to get the whole circle, but I did, because I was kind of close to that edge right there, but it worked. So now we're going to do the same thing with this piece. We're going to cut a circle using the exact same die. And we're not going to let any of this gorgeous paper go to waste. I'll show you what we're going to do. This one's a lot lighter than the other one, obviously. So when I'm used to the other one sitting in, this one will move because it's so light. Okay. And I just love that it folds up like that. Put those out of the way. And here's our circle. Like a lot of metallic papers, you get a little indentation there. We are going to try to punch. Now what I want you to do is punch some of these smaller stars out of these corner pieces like I did right here. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to put this one. See what I can get. Yep, there's one there. Let's see if I can get one. I can get one out of each corner, I think. Let me get one of these over here. See, and I'm just kind of putting that corner in there. There we go. I told you we weren't going to waste any of this really gorgeous paper. And let's see. I kind of like this star here. So we're going to try another one of those. Well, you know what? I think we'll do this one instead. Nope. So I've got 4 additional stars. And this one has a little bit of that edge where the die kind of made an indentation, but you know what? This one does too, and you really can't see it. So let me get this out of my way. So you can see we got those 4 little stars out of those corners. So that paper was cut 3 by 3, and then I punched, you know, I die cut my circle out, and then punched the stars out of the remnants on the corners. So we're going to attach this on here. We're going to use some glue dots, because I have found that's the best thing to use. And I'm gonna put them on this here, and then attach the two, layer the two together. So this is when you're trying to attach foils or things like that, glue dots are often your best bet. Let's put one right here. So then you're just going to put your 2 circles together, and that's all there is. There you go. And I'm going to go ahead, got a little bit of an edge here. You know what, I can kind of undercut that a little bit so it doesn't show, because I didn't get it exactly right. But I want to be careful not to do it by too much, because then I don't want to interfere with my design there. There we go, that's better. And you can just, whoops, I did just a little bit too much there, but you know what, I don't think it's gonna even show once we get it on there. So let me see, can I kind of patch that up? I can patch that up just a little bit, no problem. Let me see though, I need a really small piece of glue dot. I don't know if I can cut one of these in half or not. I think I've tried and I haven't had very good luck. Let's see. I did exactly what I told you not to do. Okay, but there we go. And let me put this little piece right here. There we go. I think it works just fine. I'm going to put some, I got these dimensionals, these 3 right here. Okay, we'll set that off to the side for right now. Now, on this piece, like I said, this is a 1/2 inch. This piece of Mary Merlot is, I think it's 5/8 it is. That's the side I want to use, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut it at an angle. Then I'm going to adhere this on with my snail, or not my snail, my seal, wrong adhesive. So and that's why I make this longer, because then I can put it pretty much anywhere I want. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of mimic that and cut like that. And that's all I have to do. And I just think it makes it pop a little more on your card. So let's see here. Do I have a couple of dimensionals here? Yep, here's some 1/2 ones. I'll use those. Okay, that's ready to go, and we can start assembling. First thing I'm going to do is put this piece on here. may need some more adhesive before I get done here. Let's see. There's that. Okay. We're going to take our little circle piece with the foil. You know what, I'm going to put one more of these on here. And I like how mine's oriented, so I'm going to orient mine the same way. I mean, you could really put them any way you wanted to. I'm going to apply my sentiment. Now this one I cut a little bit longer than I did on the other one, but that's okay. It's all good. We're going to put some of these, I have another star over here. I'm going to put some of these stars on here. I have 3 of those, I got 1 of those. So I'm going to use some of my mini dimensionals, which are perfect for this. Some of these dimensionals get a little bit small, but it's okay. Put that one there. Let's see. I like this one. This one, we're going to have to cut a little piece of this off here. Let me see here. See, I like this salvage end because I don't ever throw it away because you can always use it to make kind of like custom size pieces of dimensional. Of course, you can also use pieces from the you know, adhesive the sheets too. Let's see. Oops. I have to cut this corner down here just a little bit. There we go. Put that one up there. And then I'm going to take these two, and I'm also going to put them on the front of my card, right there. Now I think you could do this in any color you wanted to, any color combination. Again, I just went with the pink just because it went with the pink or the rose gold paper foils, the specialty papers. Okay, put this one here. Put this one here. Now I'm just going to put some gemstones on it. Okay. Don't need these. Here, we set these out of the way. Okay, where are these? Okay, here I had some of our clear rhinestones, and I've got my light Blackberry Bliss blends, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these on the card. So I'm going to color this with my blends. This one's the light one. Usually I do these the day before and let it make sure they dry real good, because I have had where they've smeared on my card because the ink was not dry. So just be sure you give them enough time to dry. But look at that, they can be pretty much any color you want then. Because we didn't have any, or I don't have any. So I'm going to put this up with my knife. I'm going to put one of them right here. Pick this one up here. Put this one right here in the center. Pick this one up. Put one down here. And let's see, this one here. we'll go. I guess we can do one up here. So there you go. Easy as that. You make your custom colored gemstones. I like that one right there though. Let's see if I can kind of pry that off gently. Move it over there a little bit, because it was directly below that and I didn't want to do that. So it's a little off to the center. So there you go. Here's a card. I have used the specialty rose gold metallic paper. I've colored our clear gems with our blends. Showed you how to stamp off so you don't get such an intense ink. See, that's the color it would have been if I hadn't stamped without stamping on. And I think that the sky's the limit in terms of what you can make, how you can make this in terms of colors, color combinations. I think this would be pretty in a blue, with blues and different greens, just any color combination. So if you do this, I'd love to see what you make. Everybody, thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for Stamping with Denise. Bye now.